Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will come out first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for the defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Stone. Works the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football, trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The give to the back. Picks up the first down. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Back to throw, it's Allard. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. Hard running there. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Looking downfield, it's Stone. Finds the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there. Penn
State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Aller. It's complete to the left. At midfield, he's got room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Caught in the backfield, it's ready. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Penn. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for room. It's Singleton. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Attempt to try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Pittsburgh. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Scanning the field, it's Stone. Working that left side now. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Northwestern will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Hold and finds his man on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses.
Oh, out of space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Grabbed in the middle. It's Covey. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Stone. Sets up the screen.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Hits him in stride of the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
To the air. It's out. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with his back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throwing right. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The missed 51-yard field goal now gives this offense good starting field position at its own 34. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man in the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Plows through the defense. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Stone. Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He's got his man. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Quickly complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing all knotted up.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Kent State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up 14 over UMass. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Looking to throw on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback. Sacked at the 35.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Catch in the middle. It's Dinkins. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Got it, looking for a first. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1, yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Pick off! What a play by this defense! And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
To the air, it's Aller. Pressure coming. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Pena. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Converts on fourth down, still going. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To throw, it's Aller. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Penn State! And that one will put him up here in the second half. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Stone. It's picked off. That's number 10. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Gives it on the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running back searching for a hole. Spins away from the defender. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now on the counter. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down there throwing all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron has been blitzed from the opening kick. And as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 14 to the Red Hawks of Miami. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Singleton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got a good one going here, all tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Got it behind the line. It's Pena. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
They'll give it to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Aller. Caught near the sideline, it's Ross. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They send the tight end in motion. Off play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab on the left. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And talking to the coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Tight end now in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dinkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Aller. That's caught, it's Ross. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Pena. At the 35, he's open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete on the right side. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. But jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Stone. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's loose. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Pulls it in. It's Covey. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Albright. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. To the air. It's Stone. Gets it out quickly. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Northwestern wants to go quickly. He's looking to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown Wildcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. On the ground, it's Wallace. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He breaks a tackle and runs through another one. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Wildcats, with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw, it's Stone. Using the quick game. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And as he throws, complete to the left. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Northwestern in business in the red zone. He'll keep it himself. Runs through a tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on third down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. The 40, 30, the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Rice is going to enjoy the trip back to Houston after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw it Stone. Setting up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked